just needed to eat a little bit. Where's the feet kicking? Where's Steven's feet kicking? Kick, kick, kick. Kick, kick, kick. Yes, you just wanted to play a little bit, didn't you? Didn't you? Yes, and kick, kick, kick. You're gonna be a swimmer. Yes, you are. You're gonna be a swimmer. Oh, yeah. Jamie, I didn't know you were there.
I thought I heard him crying.
Yeah, he was, but he's fine now, isn't he? Yeah. Good. Jamie, I was, wondering, it's such a beautiful day, if you wanted to put him in his stroller and take him for a little walk.
No.
Well, Jamie, you know, you can take him for a walk without me getting on your case about it. I mean, you... Excuse me. Hello? Yes, he is. Yes, just a minute, please. It's the hospital. They have news about the paternity test.
Well, I see you finally got around to planting a South 40.
Well, look at you. No white shirt, striped tie. Could almost pass for a farm boy.
Well, darling, I am a farm boy. You see underneath this businessman facade beats the heart of a tiller of the soil.
How come you're not at your office?
Well, I was there earlier helping Amanda, but until Mac's will is read, things are kind of at a standstill.
How's Rachel? Is she okay?
Well, as okay as she can be with Mac gone.
She loved that man so much.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop by there later and see what I can do.
Well, I'm glad you came by.
Well, listen, I'm no stranger to farm work. If you ever need a hand with anything, just ask me. I mean, I haven't done much for my family in the past, and I would like to start.
Well, there's something you could do for me.
What's that?
You could answer some questions for me.
Questions?
About Iris.
Go on, Cass.
The will that Mac drew up a few years ago is no longer valid.
Why not?
Mac made a new will.
When?
Actually, it was quite recently.
Mac never mentioned another will. When was this drawn up?
Last December. And my understanding is that C.P. Barron himself did the paperwork.
He was a good friend of Mac's.
Although he's retired, I've been dealing with his office, and they have assured me that the will be in my possession in a couple of hours.
Does that mean we'll be reading the will today?
Yes.
Good, the sooner the better.
I know how Mac wanted his company run in the event. But I can't proceed until the will is read.
If there are any personal letters or anything, do they have to be read aloud?
Don't worry, Iris. They won't be read aloud.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all.
When can we meet?
How is 6 o'clock tonight for everybody?
6 o'clock's perfect.
Where?
Right here?
Thank you. I'll notify the rest of the family and we'll be here at 6.
Fine. I'll see you then.
Well,
Goodbye, Iris.
I'll see you. 6 o'clock sharp. Do you believe her? She looks so eager now that she knows about a new will.
She thinks she's been included in it. Mac and Iris were very close in December.
I'll be back.
Where are you going?
I have to go talk to somebody. I'll be back here by 6.
Don't want chicken. You don't want fish. What about fettuccine?
I'm not hungry, Grandma.
Hungry you will be at dinner time. What about you, Rachel? What do you want for dinner?
There's a new will.
What?
You both have to be here at 6. Cass is coming over to read Mac's new will.
What new will?
Mom.
Apparently, he had second thoughts about his other will, and he, drew up a new one,
Without you knowing about
I
it?
guess.
Well, why would Mac make a new will without telling you about it?
You worked for Iris before you came here.
No. But we knew each other in New York.
What was she like?
Well, she likes the good life.
Yeah, I can tell.
A typical day for Iris. She may have a power breakfast with a couple heavy hitters. She runs back to the office. She runs right back out and may have lunch with some Mideastern oil king. She comes back for a few more hours. She may go to the opera. She'll have a late night snack with the tenor. And she finishes up by dancing the night away. Now, that is called a slow date.
That sounds exciting. Especially to someone who's only read about those things.
Well, she definitely has a lot of style.
Yeah, and charm when she wants to, right? What do they call it? Charisma.
Definitely.
And that's what worries me.
What's that?
Josie.
I'm afraid I don't follow you.
My daughter is working for Iris. Iris has taken her under her wing.
Well, you don't like that?
She's telling her she can be a model.
Well, Josie is a beautiful girl.
Josie is a shy girl who would never have thought about that unless someone else had planted the idea.
Well, Charlene, maybe it can happen.
And maybe not. What if Iris's plan for Josie falls through? It doesn't work out, and Josie is not her little pet anymore. She's feeling unloved enough as it is.
Yeah, but Josie knows you love her. I mean, that's why she's treating you the way she is.
I'm sorry?
Because she always knows she can come back to the nest.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she's rebelling. She's looking for independence. Most kids do it.
Well, I didn't do it.
I'll tell you, I sure did.
Why?
Because my family were a bunch of dirt farmers.
We still are.
And I'll tell you, that wasn't for me. No, my hands are meant to have a calculator adding up millions and millions of dollars. At least that's what I used to think then.
Did you help me out?
Sure.
You did well.
Well, I had to do well, don't you see? I had to start a new life. I had to move to New York. I had to make it big. That was the total rejection.
Well, you're not rebelling anymore, right?
No, I matured. I'm not success crazy. I'm just not crazy, period.
Oh, I see. So is that what Josie's doing? Acting crazy?
Well, maybe for a little while.
Well, it scares me.
Well, she'll make it up to you. You'll see.
But I miss her so much. I miss her company.
Well, Charlene, I'm sure she misses you too.
Well, see, now that's what I can't stand. If I knew she was okay, that she was happy, I'd be fine. I'd be okay, but she's not. And I hate to think of her making a major decision when her life is in turmoil.
What, are you talking about the modeling?
Yes, I'm talking about the modeling.
Well, then, there's nothing you can do. You're just gonna have to let it go. You see, the situation is out of your hands.
Maybe. Maybe not.
They said the paternity test results won't be back for another 3 weeks.
What? What takes them so long?
Well, the basic testing has been finished, but they had to send it off to a special lab in Chicago for further studies. And we're just going to have to be patient.
Patient? I cannot manage to be patient any longer. I've got to get this over with. Marley. Hi. This isn't a bad time, is it? No. Jamie. Hello.
Hi, Marley. Listen, thank you very much for that nice note.
Mac is such a lovely, lovely man. Please tell me if there's anything I can do.
Thank you.
Okay. Marley, why don't you sit down? You can stay, can't you? Well, for a minute or two. Where's Stephen? Asleep. Ah, just my luck. Oh, he shouldn't sleep much longer. He's not really keen on afternoon naps lately. You know, Jamie, that son of yours is growing so quickly.
Yeah, he is.
He must grow about an inch or two a week. Do you have tall men in your family?
6 foot is about it.
Oh, well, mark my words, he's gonna be about 6'4", I think.
Right.
Yeah. Did I, come at a bad time? No, why? Well, it's just that, you're both so serious. No, we're not. Can I, get you something? Some tea, coffee, soda? Oh, not right now, thanks. I'm fine. Can you get that, honey?
Hello?
Did you two have an argument or something? No, we're fine. So, what are you doing here? Oh, well, I had an errand to run, so I just decided to stop by. An errand, huh?
That was Matthew on the phone. There's going to be a reading of the will this evening at my mom's house.
Oh, so, I guess you have to go, huh?
Yeah. I'll, see you later.
Well, don't you think I should go with you?
Yes, of course, if you'd like to.
Of course I would like to. I'm your wife.
What about Stephen?
I would be glad to babysit. Your errands can wait. I would do anything to help. Fine. Yeah, that would help a lot. I'll call you from the quarries and tell you when I'll be back. Thanks. No hurry. Whoa, look what the cat dragged in.
Did you talk to Barron's?
Every 15 minutes. Oh, they really know how to drag their feet over there.
So are you getting the will or not?
Don't you snap at me. Your sister was not very nice to me before either. Now, you know, I walked out on you guys and I wasn't coming back, but you really need my help.
All right. So, have we gotten anywhere with the will?
The messenger is on the way even as we converse.
Good. Great. Way to go.
Question.
Yes.
These are, contracts, right?
Yes, right.
And I assume they're important.
What's your point?
Do you always file important documents under the leg of the pinball machine?
The machine was rocking, was affecting my scores. One of the legs lost the little metal stud.
Oh, so you decided to substitute McCann Gold's preliminary agreement.
It was handy.
Everything in this place is handy. It's one wall-to-wall unfiled document.
Where? Place doesn't actually look half bad to me.
That's because I made a minor dent in it. I have been filing for 3 solid hours.
Oh.
That's it.
Thanks.
Have you, made a decision?
About what?
What are you gonna do? The, future? Your office staff?
No, I haven't decided yet.
Oh. Well, since I'm not officially working here, I guess I'll take off.
You're leaving?
Yes, I am, Ducky. I've got a little get-together to go to.
Oh, well, actually, I'm getting together with some friends myself. You're going to Felicia's?
Mrs. Wheeler didn't tell me you were coming, Ms. Watts.
Well, I talked to her. She said she'd see me.
Well, she didn't mention it to me.
Well, maybe I should come back at another time?
No, it's okay. She'd just be mad as heck at me for not announcing you before you came up, but don't worry, I can handle that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Honest to goodness. It's just that we've been a little distracted around here.
I know, I'm so sorry about Mr. Corey.
Me too. Well, I'll go and see if Mrs. Wheeler is available.
Charlene?
Iris, hello. Thank you for seeing me.
Can you believe that that's your daughter?
She's very, very photogenic.
Yeah, she is, isn't she? I have high hopes for Josie.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, why don't you come and sit down?
Thank you.
Can I get Vivian to get you anything, like a cup of tea or coffee or a drink?
No, thank you. I'm fine. I think I'll just get right to the point. I was wondering what your plans are for my daughter.
My plans? Goodness, you make me seem like a Svengali or something.
Josie never in her life expressed any interest in becoming a model.
A girl that beautiful, I can't believe it.
It had to have been someone else's idea.
Look, Charlene, Josie asked me to give her support. If she chooses modeling as a career, I'll give her all the help she can get.
I'll tell you what kind of help you can give her. You can talk her out of it.
I wouldn't presume to do that.
Modeling is not for Josie, not now.
How do you know?
I know my daughter.
You know what you want.
I know she's not ready to make a decision like this.
I disagree.
You disagree? This is my child we're talking about.
And she is my friend.
So you say.
I know what it is. It's me. You're afraid I'm going to influence her, aren't you?
We're just so glad Uncle Jake could come and meet us here, aren't we?
Did Vicky say when she was coming back?
No, she said she was gonna call.
Call.
Oh, Jake, what do you think he's thinking?
Not much.
Oh, come on, just look at that little face. Yes, you're just so full of questions, aren't you?
I bet you I know one question he's got. He's probably looking at the two of us thinking, what are these people doing staring at me? Don't they have anything better to do?
Well, I know I certainly don't.
Neither do I.
His mouth, did you see his mouth, Jake? He's trying to make sounds already. Yeah.
I think the kid's a genius. What do you think?
Yes.
I think you're a genius.
Yes. Can you say Jake? Jake?
I don't think he's gonna have any problem with that. It's
Why?
only one syllable and 4 letters.
Yeah, well, some children have problems with J's.
Jake.
So I think he will call you Dake.
Dake.
And I think he'll probably have a few problems with Marley because of the R and the L being together, won't you? Because I couldn't even say my own name until I was 6 years old. 6 whole years old.
Maybe you won't have to call you Marley.
What? Well, he can just call me anything he wants. Yes, you can, little pumpkin pie. The door. Who's at the door for Stephen to greet with Marley and Marley? Who is it?
Hey.
What are you doing here, Marley?
Oh, well, Vicky had to go to the Corys, didn't she?
Well, is Rachel all right?
She's fine, but the reading of the will is tonight, so I said I would babysit. Yes.
Oh, big sacrifice, huh?
Big sacrifice. Come on.
Oh. Hey, Jake.
Hey, Michael, Donna.
Guy.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
It's a beautiful day. I have a beautiful grandson. Grand, it just sticks in my throat. How about the son of my daughter? Does that work a little better?
Son of your daughter?
Yes, can I hold the son of my
Okay.
daughter?
Hold the son of your daughter. Why don't you come with me and hold him while I feed him some barley cereal?
Oh, boy, barley soup. I think I should have worn my raincoat. Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Marley called me, I came over. That was it.
Why?
Oh, I think you could figure that out.
To make a bad situation
To
worse.
see my son.
Isn't that a little premature?
Donna, you and I both know Stephen is my son. It's the only reason Vicky's fighting this paternity test.
She fought it because it's a cruel and ridiculous ordeal for the people that she loves, and it amounts to nothing.
It was not nothing. Not by a long shot. Very soon, I will have legal rights to that kid.
And ruin your marriage to Marley at the
Marley
same
will
time.
support me with this.
Support you? Jake, she'll leave you so fast you won't know what hit you.
No, you're wrong. She'll understand. She'll want Stephen to have the home he deserves.
I'll never let you use Marley to hurt her sister.
You know something, Donna? You can't stop me.
Oh, you watch. Just watch me.
How can Marley hurt Vicky? Is somebody going to answer me? You going to tell me what you were talking about?
Oh, that darling Stephen went right to sleep, bless his little heart.
No barley cereal, huh?
No, Vicky didn't have any, but I gave him his bottle and he went sound asleep. He didn't have much of a nap this afternoon.
Sounds like somebody should be looking after his schedule.
What can I get you both to drink?
Nothing. Thank you, honey. We have to go.
You just got here.
I know. We have a dinner, an early dinner. Have to go now.
Oh,
But I'll tell you what, I will call you tomorrow, all right?
okay.
And maybe you and I will have lunch together, just the two of us?
Oh, I would love that.
So would I.
I'd love it.
Bye, darling.
Bye. I'll tell Vicky you stopped by.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a nice dinner.
See ya.
strange.
What's that?
Well, they were both so serious, and then Michael pushed them both out of here.
Well, they had somewhere to go. You heard him say that.
No, there was something wrong with Jamie and Vicky this afternoon as well.
Honey, I doubt if it was related.
So Michael just must be upset.
I didn't even notice that.
I did. Did something happen when I was in there with Stephen?
No, not really.
Jake, did you have another fight with my mother?
No.
Jake?
Okay, we had a couple of words.
What about?
Not much. She got on my case. I lost my temper. It was no big deal.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
I do not like when Donna talks to you like that.
Come here.
What?
Don't you worry about Donna. You know something? I don't want you worrying about anything. I can handle Donna. As a matter of fact, I can handle anything.
A new will? What do you mean?
Mac drew up a new will.
He never said anything to me about that.
No, nor to me.
Why wouldn't he mention that?
He had his reasons, I guess.
I didn't understand.
The only reason I can think of is Iris.
She is my daughter. I have every right to be concerned.
No, you don't. Josie, you have no right to be involved with my life at all.
No one told me that you were here.
Well, I asked Mrs. Wheeler not to say anything.
Excuse me. Josie, I'll be in my study if you need anything, darling.
Thanks.
If you need her? This is your mother you're talking to, for God's sake.
What are you doing here?
Well, can't you figure it out?
Yeah, you came to check up on me.
You won't tell me anything. How else am I supposed to find out what's going on?
Nothing is going on. I'm fine.
Well, I hear you're thinking of taking up modeling as a career.
Well, I guess I shouldn't have mentioned that to John.
So I thought that I would talk to Iris about it.
You still think you can run my life, don't you?
I have no desire to do that.
Do you realize how embarrassing this is for me?
I wanted to make sure
You
that...
wanted to make sure that I was doing what you wanted.
I only want what's best for you.
Well, can't you trust me to figure that out on my own?
Josie, it's not a matter of trust.
I don't want you interfering. Not anymore. I'm gonna take charge of my own future.
With a little help from Iris Wheeler.
I'm relying on her advice, if that's what you mean.
Because she wants what's best for you.
Because she has a great eye for the fashion scene.
Oh, that's right, a great eye for that. Of course,
my choice.
Oh, all right, and what if your eyes aren't the right color? What if your nose isn't this year's nose? Are you ready for that kind of judgment?
This is my life. My choice. You got that? And you're just gonna have to accept it.
Well, I guess I am. And I guess I just don't have anything else to say.
Mama! Mama! Never mind. Mrs. Wheeler? Did you call? She's gone.
So soon?
Yeah, we had nothing more to say. I'm really, really sorry.
What on earth for?
The way she barged in here like this, I hope she didn't say anything to upset you.
She didn't say anything. She just came to talk to me about you. She was worried about you.
You're defending her?
No, I'm not defending her. I just know how she feels. You know, a rift between a parent and a child can be very painful. Terribly painful for both of you.
This is not the same thing as you and your father.
No, I know it's not the same thing as me and my father. For me, it's over. It's too late. Not for you. You've got all the time in the world to tell her that you love her and to set things right.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Evan!
You take me away to another world.
You were working?
Yeah. So, what brings you out here?
Well, I called the office. They said that I could find you here.
You came looking for me?
Yeah, I need your advice.
Okay. Shoot.
My father's will is being read today. We found out that he made up a new one in December.
Was that superseding the original?
Right, that's what Cass says.
Well, then what can I do for you?
You worked very closely with my father. Did he ever say anything about changing his will?
Why would he tell me?
Because of the way it would affect the business.
You mean the way it affected his controlling interest in the business?
Right.
No, he never said anything to me. Amanda, what's on your mind?
Iris was just grinning from ear to ear when she found out that we had a new will.
Okay, what can I do to help you?
Come with me to my parents' house.
Why?
I want you to hear the terms of the will.
Yeah, but I'm sure your mother is the executor and Cass can advise her
You're a
accordingly.
businessman. You understand stocks and controlling interest.
But Amanda, this is a private matter. I'm not even dressed for it.
You're
Look
not turning me down because you don't want to run up against Iris, are you?
No, I'm not turning you down. It's just that this is a family.
Come on, Sam is gone. Please, I need your support. Please?
Okay, I'll come.
So you're going to Felicia's too, huh?
Yes, with bells on.
Nobody, I didn't realize that she was including absolutely everybody that had anything at all to do with helping her with the defense.
Neither did I realize that.
But that's Felicia for you.
Yep, I guess so.
Yeah. Great, I'll be right out.
It'll be fun. There'll be lots of people there. Nobody says you have to talk to her. Just be polite and keep circulating.
This got dropped off at the wrong office. Here you go, counselor.
Okay, that's Mac's signature, all right, and it's been properly witnessed. Let's see what we've got. Oh, that.
What? What is it?
Jake, sweetheart, Steven's starting to fuss again.
I'm coming.
Oh, I think he's hungry. Is that formula ready yet?
Honey, I'll be there in a minute, all right?
Well, hurry up, hon.
Okay.
He is really getting so big. Vicky should have him on solid foods by now. I hope there's more formula around.
No, hon, this is last can.
The last can? Are you kidding?
It's the last can, really.
You checked all the cabinets.
I checked every place.
Oh, now this is a little ridiculous. No cereal, no more formula. I mean, she's got to have some bottles stacked someplace.
Honey, I looked everywhere. I'm not kidding. This is the last one.
All right. Oh, well, I want to check it out for myself. Will you take Steven and feed him yourself while I go look?
Okay.
Okay, want to go to Uncle Jake?
Here
Wanna
you
go to Uncle
come.
Jake? He'll
You know
feed
what I
you.
got?
Okay.
Food.
I'm gonna
Not
look.
yet. Come on.
Yeah.
This is a hamburger and french fries.
This is downright strange. I mean, why wouldn't she stock up on this stuff? How irresponsible.
noticed I was so taken with the transformation that I attempted to do on you that I have transformed myself. However, I do find myself in this particular quandary. What do you wear to a party that you don't really want to go to? Do you wear what you would wear if you really did want to go to the party? Or do you make a statement by wearing something that says, I really don't want to be here? Or do you make an even bigger statement by not going to the party and consequently not having to wear anything at all? What do you think?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uh-oh.
What?
She's in a what do I do about Josie mood.
How on earth did you guess?
Oh, it's the expression.
Oh, stop. It's unmistakable. I went to see Iris Wheeler.
Ooh. When I was complaining about my day?
I'll tell you, it gets worse. Josie was there.
What?
Working. Told me to mind my own damn business.
In those words?
Well, not quite, but, it was pretty clear that nothing's changed.
Oh, honey, it must be so hard.
No, I'll tell you, I wish I knew how to do it.
Do what?
Just stay out of her life. That's what she wants.
No, not really.
I think about her every single morning. I have since she was born. She was my life. I braided her hair. I made her clothes. I slept with her when she was sick. I held her little face in my hands when she cried.
Charlene, you're a wonderful mother.
I don't know how to do it, Frankie. How do you show you care if you can't do anything? You know.
Charlene, you are doing something. Just by being here. By letting Josie know that whenever she's ready, you're gonna be here waiting for her with open arms.
Hello, Josie.
Hi, Mrs. Corey. I'm sorry I stopped by like this.
Don't be sorry. We're always happy to see you.
No, I should have phoned and not disturbed you.
You're not disturbing us. You're welcome here whenever you like. I hope you'll stay.
So you can't say no to that.
No, I guess I can't.
Good. Let's go.
Hi. Hi, Josie.
Josie, hi.
Stephen? Good.
Thank
you.
Josie and Matthew have had a lot of problems. You two don't know how lucky you are.
I know. You know, Stephen was a little cranky today. I'm just gonna call and check up on how he's doing.
Okay,
Excuse
honey,
me.
go ahead.
Thank you. Hello, Frames. Hey, how's it going? Fine, everything's fine, except you're all out of baby formula. Out? Yes, you're gonna have to pick some up. Wait, no, I know I have some. Did you check the corner cabinets? Yes, and it's all gone. Well, that's crazy, because Bridget just went out and bought some the other day. Well, you're gonna need it first thing tomorrow. Yeah, all right, well, I'll go to the market on my way home. Do that. See it. Later.
There's nothing wrong, I hope.
No, it's just that Stephen's still a little cranky, and I'm afraid he might be coming down with something, so I think I better go home.
Okay,
All
honey,
right.
go ahead.
I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Vicky's a good mommy.
Yeah.
Hi, Vicky.
Oh, good. I was beginning to worry about you.
Is Vicky all right?
I guess so. Evan, is there something you want to see me about?
Well, I brought him over. I thought it would be good to have another mind to help us sort out whatever Cass has to say.
Well, if you would prefer that I
No,
left.
that's fine. I think it's a good idea. I'm glad you're here.
Hi, Rachel. I'm sorry I'm late.
That's
Is
all right.
the family all inside?
Yes, we're all here. Shall we go in? Everyone, Cass is here.
Matthew, I think I feel more comfortable if I wait in the den. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I think the best thing to do is to just get to it. As you already know, I'm sure, there's a new will, which I believe to be legitimate. So, is everybody prepared for the reading?
We are now.
Go on, Cass.
Very well. The last will and testament of Mackenzie Corey. I, Mackenzie Corey, do hereby make, publish, and declare this document to be my last will and testament. If you'd prefer, I'll skip to the heart of it.
Yes, we would prefer.
And I assume that I can skip the bequests to Sandy, Nancy, Adam, and Dennis?
Dennis?
Yes, talk to me later, Iris.
Certainly.
The first section that applies to anyone here concerns Ada. To my dear, dear Ada, I leave my jazz collection, from the Dorsey brothers through Mr. Goodman, the Duke and the Count and Lady Day, all the way up to the great Art Tatum and Miss Ella Fitz, including the absolute complete set of every song Sinatra ever sang. Happy listening, sweetheart. I also bequeath to Ada my share in the Paradise Restaurant. And now for the rest of the family.
I can't stand this. I would rather have you screaming at me.
Don't make this about me, Donna. You lied.
I haven't lied.
You're not telling the truth. There's more to this conversation between you and Jake than you're letting on.
I don't share your fondness for Jake, as
No,
you
that's
well
not
know.
it. There's more to it than that.
Not really.
Tell me.
It's not.
What is it?
Well,
When are you going to tell me, Donna? When? Tell me now. Try now. This moment.
Marley and Jake's visits are difficult for Victoria.
Oh, really? Why?
She feels threatened by it.
Threatened.
She feels that Marley is competing for Stephen's affection.
Ah. You're making this up.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Come on, Donna. Competing for her affection? No.
Michael, I agree with her.
What do you mean? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
Michael, I believe that Marley is becoming too attached to a child that isn't hers.
It's her nephew.
I know it's her nephew, but it's still, she's becoming too attached.
Donna, Marley has been through a really rough time.
You don't have to point that out to me, Michael.
Well, she doesn't need our criticism. She needs our support.
I'm very supportive of Marley.
Oh, really? Have you supported her in adopting a baby? Why haven't you, Donna?
Well,
I'll tell you why. I know why. It's because of Jake, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
You don't want Marley to adopt a baby because it would signify that her relationship with Jake, her marriage to Jake, is permanent.
That's ridiculous.
Look, you made no secret of the fact that you don't like Jake, and now you're taking it out on Marley.
That's not fair.
And Vicky, the perfect Vicky can't do anything wrong because she married the perfect Dr. Jamie Frame.
Michael, I don't judge the girls that way.
Are you sure?
I love both of my daughters more than they know, and maybe more than you know.
All right, I'm sorry.
You should be sorry.
Just I feel that Marley gets the short end of the stick.
Well, I'm not responsible for that.
I know, but sometimes you don't help matters either.
Michael, let's not let the girls' problems become our problems. Please? Please?
I could have sworn that I had more formula in this house. Well, when was the last time that you bought formula for Stephen? Well, I don't do the shopping. Bridget does, and she is always so organized. Well, don't you ever check up to see if she's got enough food for him? Well, I never have the need to. Why isn't he on solid foods yet? Because his pediatrician says that he doesn't need it until he's 6 months old. Oh, and you haven't thought to question that? Why should I? Well, because this is your son's food. You're right. This is my son, whom I will raise as I see fit. Vicky, I was just trying to point out that we were... You were just trying to point out that I am not being a good mother to my son. No, he was just all fussy all day, and I thought that maybe it was because he hadn't had enough food. Well, I don't need your advice. If you don't like the way I'm handling him, then get out. Vicky, please, I'm not trying to be inconsiderate. I'm just concerned about Stephen. About what? Does my kid look like he's starving? No. He's a perfectly healthy, happy, well-fed child. And you've got a hell of a lot of nerve coming over here, acting superior, and trying to tell me when I make mistakes. Oh, Vicky, I'm so sorry. Please, I love coming over here. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have come down on you like that. I know you're a wonderful... Just forget it, okay? Honey?
Marley and I had a great time watching Stephen today. Both love him a great deal.
Yeah, I'll bet you do well. Now I'm here, so you can both go home. Marley, Thank you very much for your help, and I'll call you soon, okay? Okay. Goodbye, Jake.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Jake.
Dr. Jamie Frame, of whom I am so terribly proud. Basically, he set up a trust fund for you, Jamie. I don't think we need to discuss the figure. It's substantial. And for his child, this was written before Stephen was born. Another trust fund, same amount. Moreover, Jamie is to be the caretaker of the Corey family ring. It was crafted in Scotland and has been in the family for 200 years. If your child turns out to be a son, I hope you will pass it on to him. To Matthew Corey, my close friend and fishing companion, the cabin on Crane Lake where we spent so much time, some of the happiest days of my life, my son. Think of me when the sun rests on the tip of the pines.
When won't I think of you?
A trust fund has also been set up for you, Matthew, the same as Stephen's and Jamie's. There are, of course, personal bequests to Rachel, Iris, and Amanda. But the next bequest concerns the bulk of Mac's estate, his controlling interest in Corey Publishing. He has left the property as follows.
Tonight, Matlock defends a patrolman who's framed for murder, and the chief of police becomes the prime suspect. Then, in the heat of the night, Gillespie and Tibbs are at odds over the case of the murdered minister. And on Midnight Caller, Killian must protect a cop suffering from amnesia after her partner was slain. Tonight, only on NBC.
Cruise becomes the star of a disappearing act.
Welcome to my home.
Orchestrated by a mad magician with treachery on his mind.
Cruz is a pawn in a much larger game.
And a few tricks up his sleeve.
Cruz, hang on, because we are on our way.
There's black magic in the air.
Cruz, watch out!
This week on Santa Barbara.
Take it away.